It began with a dream of distant shores, of lands hidden beyond the horizon.
In the flickering light of medieval Europe, maps were drawn by candle and faith, and among those who dared to imagine was a man named Christopher Columbus. He was not born into wealth or power. He was a sailor, a thinker, a man consumed by one idea, that the world was far larger than anyone believed. While others feared the edge of the world, Columbus saw a path, a bridge across the endless blue. He believed that by sailing west, he could reach the rich lands of Asia, but his vision was met with doubt and laughter. Kings and scholars dismissed him. Impossible, they said. Madness, they whispered. Yet, he persisted. For years, he walked the courts of Europe, pleading his case, seeking a chance. And then, one queen listened, Isabella of Spain, moved not by greed, but by curiosity and destiny.
She gave him 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. In the summer of 1492, Columbus set sail into the unknown.
The ocean was endless, the nights were silent, and doubt crept into every heart. Sailors whispered of monsters and curses, of falling off the edge of the world. But Columbus, he kept his gaze fixed on the stars. He wrote in his journal, "We are sailing toward the light of discovery." Then, after 33 days of fear and hope, a cry from the lookout shattered the dawn. Land ahead on October 12th, 1492. Columbus stepped onto a new world. He believed he had reached Asia, but in truth, he had found the gateway to an entire hemisphere, a world unknown to Europe. It was the moment that changed history. 2 worlds, meeting for the first time. A collision of cultures, beliefs, and destinies. His discovery opened the path for empires, for trade, conquest, and transformation. But it also marked the beginning of centuries of struggle, of pain, and of progress. Columbus's journey was not just a voyage across the sea. It was a voyage into the human spirit, ambition, courage, and that unyielding desire to know what lies beyond. He proved that faith can defy fear, that one man's vision can reshape the map of the world. Even now, more than 5 centuries later, his name still echoes through time. Christopher Columbus, the man who sailed into legend. The world had changed forever. The voyage of Columbus opened a door that could never be closed. Across that ocean, 2 worlds collided, old and new, meeting for the first time in human history. Europe saw a land of promise, rich in gold, beauty, and mystery. But for the native peoples of the Americas, it was the beginning of an age of shadows. New diseases swept through their villages, empires fell, languages and traditions faded into silence. Columbus had dreamed of discovery, but his journey would ignite an era of conquest. Ships followed his path, each carrying more than explorers. They carried ambition, power, and the hunger of empires. Nations raced to claim new lands, to draw new lines upon the map of the earth. It was the dawn of the age of exploration. The world became smaller, connected, and forever changed. And yet, in that transformation, there was beauty too. Cultures met, ideas spread, art, science, and faith crossed oceans. A new global story began to unfold. Columbus did not live to see his full legacy. He died believing he had reached the edges of Asia, never knowing he had found an entire new world. Today, his name stands between greatness and guilt, between discovery and destruction, between pride and pain. Some call him a hero, others a symbol of conquest. But perhaps he was something more human, a dreamer, a man who believed that the horizon was not the end, but the beginning. History remembers his voyage, not just for where he went, but for what it revealed within us all. Curiosity, courage, and the relentless will to explore the unknown. Because the spirit of Columbus still lives within every journey we take, every mystery we chase, and every dream that calls us forward. He sailed into legend, and in doing so, he changed the course of the world.